At Medallia, we believe the greatest opportunity to achieve both costs and growth with artificial intelligence is through activating your employees. Embedded dynamic intelligence created on demand will make the complex simple, the simple automated, and the impossible possible, all to benefit your customers. Now that's a lot of promise, so I'd love to show you how this works. Let's peek behind the scenes at Allmart, a large national retail store with grocery, clothing, home, electronics, and more. They're known for a few things: quality items, friendly prices and services, and innovative customer experience solutions. And we're going to experience the world from the life of Julian, the VP of Store Operations. Julian's preparing for the quarterly meeting with his regional lead and their store manager's team in the Northeast. Now, as part of their recent business move, Allmart just launched a new in-store brand product with special promotions online and by mail, end-of-aisle product placement, and even mobile app marketing notifications, because a lot of shoppers use it for in-store navigation and checking their shopping lists. And Julian wants to let the team know how the product launch went from the customer perspective, and if there are any operational actions to take. Now, normally, Julian would engage the insights team, but their plate is full. And Julian wants to build confidence in his team that they can all find insights too, which would lead to even faster outcomes for their locations. So Julian starts on the dashboard that any of his Northeast managers would see. He checks the focus areas, powered by text analytics, to see if there are enough people talking about product pricing or product satisfaction, areas that have been concerns in the past, so they would typically appear in this report. But there's nothing there about product at all, which is a surprise since he's seen positive sales data that suggests customers should be talking about the product. Which is when Julian remembers there's new reporting available to all operational teams, exactly for this situation. This reporting is so adaptive, it'll highlight what is recently being talked about, even if it's happening right now. It's Medallia's new themes enhanced with generative AI. Checking for recent comments in the last week, now Julian begins to see that there are actually a few themes around products, like customer services is not knowledgeable, and new product is great. But there's one that has the highest volume and share of negative sentiment. Can't find new product at the end of the aisle, which is way more specific than usual. And after drilling into the theme, the story immediately becomes clear to him that when he sees comments that highlight the product has actually been moved from its original location. Now, this has clearly caused widespread confusion and frustration amongst both customers and employees. Of course, it's common to move products after promotions end, but it's clear that in this case, the timing of the move could have been better, since customers are loving it so much. Well, now Julian wants to make sure that he and his leaders are prioritizing the most important next best action here, based on what customers need the most. So he checks the emerging themes report. There, he sees can't find new product has the highest negative impact of the overall customer experience right now of all recently flagged themes. And the sentiment is trending negative. So he's convinced the situation would only get worse if action isn't taken swiftly. And just to make sure he hasn't missed anything that he and his team should be able to see, Julian hovers over the theme to see a summary produced by generative AI. Not only does it simply summarize everything he already knew, but there is an additional sub-theme highlighted. The mobile app navigation is wrong too. Well, for Julian, his recommended action plan for the Northeast is now very clear. He's going to recommend moving the product back to its end-of-aisle location for a few more weeks, improving store signage and training around the product launch, coordinating with the digital team to update in-store mobile app navigation so they can find the product. And he'll even recommend a push notification mobile campaign to inform shoppers before their next trip where to find the product, to keep both future and past purchasers happy, because he knows promoters spend more and refer new customers too. Julian now has everything he needs to enable his Northeast team to see what he's seeing, so they'll be confident in immediately prioritizing action, not only for this opportunity, but for the next one as well. Using new machine learning techniques and generative AI, teams will discover more granular and daily emerging patterns explained concisely with summarizations for mass adoption and engagement for all your users. Also with our enhancements, we'll enable new track and trend reporting to determine if experiences are repeating and eventually improving due to actions taken by your organization. We'll even enable text analytics administrators and insight users alike to easily create a topic from a theme, ensuring that consistent insights around any issue or opportunity are generated for the long term. And now employees from the corporate office all the way down to the front line can begin to confidently leverage the power of thematic analysis across any experience text data, like the sources in Julian's story, or others, like social, voice, chats, and more. So that's themes, now with generative AI.